Breaking news! We're standing in front of the White House waiting to talk to the pumpkin president. We're waiting for him to arrive to give us some answers on what happened today.
Ik ben bezig deze fietsen uit de dam te halen en je houdt me op. Wegwezen met je camera.
What am I being arrested for? I'm a journalist. Do you hear me? I got immunity. Are you guys crazy? Let me go right now.
We're reporting live from Jay in the morning. Hey, Henry, you should get out of that water before you be eaten by those sharks.
Are you crazy? Get up here on this car now.
That round, oversized pumpkin sent you here. Why don't he roll his ass over here and walk with the rest of us? Is it too much for him always? Is he too old? Poor thing, nobody cares.
Oh my God, why is the seat so damn greasy? Oh, you're not thinking what I'm thinking, right? It couldn't be. It couldn't be. Did the pumpkin. I'm out of here.
Oh my God, it's raining, teddy bears. I mean, it's raining rain, so you should make sure you guys have your umbrella. I mean, you tripped over a puddle.
Mom, you were supposed to be warning me about the storm, and now I have to shovel myself out. What were you doing that you couldn't be the weather girl for 5 minutes and give me a warning?
Welcome to the show.
Not really.
I just want to say, Millennia, the movie was garbage and it totally flopped over here.
Het is niet veilig om zo snel dicht bij voetgangers te rijden. Je kunt ze bezeren en je kunt een bekeuring of een boete krijgen.
The pumpkin president's approval is falling, but more importantly...
Wait, explosions are happening behind us.
News 5, we were reporting explosions behind us. Hey everyone, welcome. I'm Jay, and you're watching the Morning News with Jay, and that's me. So welcome to you all, and I hope you all are ready for the world news of this week.
The Morning News with Jay.
A sanctioned Russian oil tanker is now off the coast of Cuba, about to deliver some 700,000 barrels of much-needed oil.
Check the pressure on that gauge right there. It is still too high.
Yes, adjusting it now.
Russian officials say it arrived at Cuba's Matanzas port this morning, though ship tracking data suggests it won't dock until later tonight or tomorrow.
Our tracking data is a little bit off.
The ship is already here.
It comes amid a crippling US oil blockade, which has led to recurring blackouts and gas shortages yesterday.
How long do you think this is going to take?
We are on a tight schedule. We have a deadline.
The pumpkin told reporters that despite the blockade, he has no problems with Russia's shipment. A Kremlin spokesman said Russia discussed the shipment with the US.
This was easier than taking candy for my baby.
I have no idea what a smoke came from. I hope it's not Harry smoking in the basement under the ventilation.
Finally a break. Good thing nobody knows that I'm here.
Peskov, the spokesman for Vladimir, said, under the blockade, our Cuban friends need petroleum products and oil for the country's life support systems.
Under the blockade, our Cuban friends need petroleum and oil, so we give them the petroleum oil they need.
They use it for generating electricity and other services to the population. Russia considers it its duty to provide the necessary assistance to our Cuban friends. Experts say Russia's shipment of oil is enough to meet Cuba's energy demand for about 9 or 10 days.
This gives us around 9 to 10 days. So let's hope there's another ship coming.
The US formally reopened its embassy in Venezuela's capital of Caracas. It's a major step in the restoration of full diplomatic relations with the country. After the US military operation that removed the previous leader, Maduro, in January.
Go, go, go! Moving! Watch the alley on the left.
The US officials marked the reopening by posting a Spanish video to social media touting what they called a new chapter in our bilateral relationship.
¿De verdad nos van a intentar vender eso? Seguro fuera bien.
Y encima lo hicieron en 3D.
The facility is in need of significant repair after a 7-year closure that began during the first year of the Pumpkin.
We don't need to repair anything if you never close it. First he's gonna close it now, 7 years later he's gonna reopen it. There's only more money.
Israel passed a law today making the death penalty by hanging the default punishment for Palestinians convicted of murdering Israelis.
Did you hear about the new rule?
About hanging if you take a life.
Far-right lawmakers had pushed for the measure for years and cheered its passage. Prime Minister Netanyahu showed up in person to vote in favour of the bill.
Welcome, Mr. Levy. Are you ready to vote?
Yes, thank you. It is our civic duty.
An Israeli spokesperson said every terrorist will know and the whole world will know that whoever takes a life, the state of Israel will take their life.
Every terrorist will know, and the whole world will know that. Whoever takes a life, the state of Israel will take their life.
The bill has faced criticism from both Israeli and Palestinian rights groups, with one calling it discriminatory by design.
This is outrageous. A rule that only points one direction? They need to change it to both directions or don't do it at all.
The FBI said the suspect who crashed his truck into a Detroit area synagogue earlier this month was inspired by the Iran militant group Hezbollah.
The suspect who crashed his truck into a Detroit synagogue earlier this month was inspired by the militant group Hezbollah.
Jennifer Runyon, FBI special agent in charge, said we do not make this characterization lightly without a thorough review and keen evaluation of the facts.
Did you check and double check, or did you just run with it? You know we need to make sure that everything is right.
At a press conference, officials said the suspect A. Ghazali made a video prior to the attack, saying he wanted to unalive as many of them as I possibly can.
Did you see the video?
Yeah.
Must be pretty shocking.
The 41-year-old fatally shot himself after an exchange of gunfire with a security guard at Israeli temple in a northwest suburb of Detroit.
Maintain the perimeter. Keep your eyes open. We have movement on the east side.
Copy that. Sending support now.
U.S. immigration officials said that a Mexican immigrant passed away while in ICE custody in California earlier this month.
Earlier this month, the 14th fatal casualty was a citizen in our custody.
J. Guadalupe Ramos is now the 14th fatality so far this year. His death comes as around 68,000 immigrants are held in federal detention.
We did not do anything. We are citizens.
From the beginning of the Pumpkins immigration crackdown. That's near record levels, according to the latest available figures.
I'm gonna break the record, and it will be the greatest record ever. The greatest record.
Last year, at least 31 people died in ICE custody. The deaths have prompted calls for investigations into conditions at federal detention centers and multiple lawsuits.
The conditions in here are appalling, far exceeding capacity.
I'm noting the lack of basic sanitation and the density.
Police in Italy say thieves stole 3 famous paintings from a private museum near the northern city of Parma.
Comando, abbiamo trovato delle impronte vicino all'ingresso. Sembrano fresche.
The works include Cup and Plate of Cherries by Paul Cézanne, plus paintings by Auguste Renoir and Henri Matisse.
Even though the art is gone, the stealing itself was a masterpice.
Truly an art of stealing.
Italy's public broadcaster says they're worth more than $10 million, though that figure has not yet been confirmed.
I dipinti valevano circa 10 milioni di dollari. Il ladro li ha rubati senza lasciare traccia.
Police say the heist took place about a week ago after the robbers forced their way through the museum entrance.
È entrato con la forza dall'ingresso principale, rapidissimo. Sì, ha forzato la serratura in pochi secondi. Dobbiamo trovarlo subito.
Local media outlets say they were in and out in less than 3 minutes. An investigation is ongoing.
Pick what you can.
Now we're going to Semi on the street in Italy to see if she has any updates about the latest art museum heist.
I am Semi. I'm with Morning News with Jay. I'm here at a crime scene behind me as a museum that recently got robbed by thieves. We are in Italy right now, inside of a museum that recently got hit by a heist. Yes, again, another museum has been unfortunately hit by thieves. The name of the museum is Villa of Masterpieces Magnani Rocca Foundation. It's a small private museum on the countryside, 12 miles from Parma. Some of these paintings behind me that were stolen are worth in the millions of dollars. They came right in and under 3 minutes took all of these paintings, escaped escaping through a garden. The paintings that were stolen were very expensive from some big known painters. The paintings were very known, very expensive. The names were Fish by Pierre Renoir, Still Life with Cherries by Paul Cézanne, and Odalisque on the Terrace by Henri Matisse. The police are saying that this was orchestrated from an organized gang. They believe the thieves moved into the front entrance of the museum. How many people were involved in the planning for this? This is not the first museum that has been robbed. There was one in Paris as well. Enforcement is still saying that it's still under investigation and they're looking further into this. Is this connected or is this another job done under the mask of the night? I'm speaking to someone who frequently comes to this museum with her husband every year, and she's very shocked to hear the news. This is a very small museum in town.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's a beautiful museum. It means a lot to the town. You know, we do a lot of events here sometimes.
Yeah.
Our town is very safe and quiet, and we keep to ourselves. So this is like the biggest thing we've heard all year. I heard about the Paris one and thought it could never happen to us, never, with such a small town. And this museum is very private. Once I heard the news, I had to come down and look for myself just to make sure my ears wasn't deceiving me. You know, this means a lot to our town, this place.
Yeah.
You know, knowing we have history, a lot of beautiful paintings from famous artists. Yes, did you hear on the news that the robbers came in and the job was done under 3 minutes, which was very shocking to me. Absolutely. I'm still shocked under 3 minutes. That's insane.
Yeah.
So they must have known about the place for a while now and did some heavy digging. Hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars went out the door, and it could be on the black market. So let's hope they're able to be returned here to the rightful home. I'm hoping they find who is behind this and return the paintings back to this museum because it means the world to our community, those paintings. Those paintings were the most popular ones in here. Fish, Les Poissons by Pierre-Auguste Renoir, Still Life with Cherries by Paul Cézanne, and this stunning Odalisque on the Terrace by Henri Matisse in person. It truly is a remarkable exhibition. I'm Semi with Morning News with Jay at 5. I have a few questions for you, sir. Are you shocked, and did you see anything that happened today at the museum?
I'm very shocked, and no, I was patrolling the area. I kind of work outside the museum, but we have security at work inside, so they came running out.
I got an alert on my radio that something was happening. I wasn't sure I was so in shock, but it was under 3 minutes.
Look, I wish I was there to say I could see something or someone because it would make my job a lot more easier, but under 3 minutes, that's insane. Let me show you the garden of where they escaped through. Maybe you can have a better understanding what happened.
I think they've escaped here, and the getaway car was beyond the garden.
We can't go any further than this barrier because police are investigating over here in this area. They won't let us pass over. There will be disturbing the investigation.
Well, I got you as close as I could to understand what happened today at the museum, but this is where our tour stops. Well, you heard it here with Semi at 5. They're going to be investigating this for a while, and we'll definitely update you when we know more. Thank you. Back to Jay.
Thank you, Semi, and keep us up to date like always, and have a safe trip to come back to the studio. Now we're going out for a small commercial, so don't you go anywhere. We will be right back.
Where is the Naomi chocolate chip cookies?
Over there.
Yum. Completely delicious.
Are you single? Are you looking to mingle? Because you're mad, pretty mom.
I'm married, actually, in a very long marriage, so I'm good fit. So when are you going to tell her that you have a side piece?
I'm not going to tell her because I want both of them. I don't want to have to choose.
What do you mean? You better choose right now or I'm not going home with you. The drama starts now, y'all. This is the Naomi Talk Show. Are y'all looking for some drama to unfold? Come and join me if you dare. The talk show theme might be going, but it doesn't mean I'm packing up my boxes. I'm here to stay. So make sure you guys join me every Monday for an all-new The Naomi Talk Show, because where are you going to go on Monday? You know when you're feeling so dizzy just because that Karen behind you won't shut the hell up? Well, this is for you. It's a dizzy reliever on Naomi.com. Get it right now.
What's the problem? Do I talk too much? Do I aggravate you? Do I get on your nerves? So what? I have rights, you know? I can say whatever I want, you know?
Oh my God, she's been talking so much. She's been aggravating me. God, did she ever shut up?
Honey, it's okay. Let's just finish eating our food.
Do you have your pills?
Is there a problem?
And can you just be quiet? You're being so loud in this restaurant. Right, you know I can say whatever I want. Who are you to tell me what to do?
Dizzy relief. Feel better fast.
Do you think you can hit the buzzer in time and answer my question? Because this show is out of your frickin' mind. Do you think you're up for the challenge? Well, if you think you can, come and meet us every Friday on the Naomi Network on YouTube right here and see if your favorite contestant can win this game. Go for all the prizes. Straight to the finish line to our bonus round. Are they bonkers enough? Are they crazy enough? All right, contestants, let's see your final answer. Is it 11?
No, it's elephant. E-L-E-P-H.
Wait, I buzzed first.
Oh no, run!
He's falling!
Watch out! I made it! We'll be right back! Clock is ticking!
I know this. It's elegant.
No, it's not elegant. Wait. Game gets crazy, and it's only here on our channel on YouTube, so be there Fridays if you're out of your frickin' mind to deal with me.
Hey guys, check out my special candy bar, the Naomi candy bar called White Cabinet. Why is it called White Cabinet? Well, I have a special candy bar that goes by the calendar. Why did it go by the calendar?
Well, don't you get it? It's called White Cabinet. For each day a cabinet member leaves, you get to take another chocolate.
So nobody has to help you count anymore. Just by eating a candy every day, you'll know when one cabinet member leaves and another one comes. What can I say? The orange pumpkin can't keep any friends. That his friends one day and his enemy next. So stop counting.
So nobody has to help you count anymore. Just by eating a candy every day. What, can I try one? No!
Then that means I'll miss counting. I gotta keep counting till it's over.
Go away!
Darn it, I miscalculated. Is it 300 days, 400 days? Darn it. Forget it, I'm just gonna open up a chocolate and count some more.
All right, get Naomi's White Cabinet. In stores now. You won't disappoint. It's a party you'll never miss.
Are you feeling late night? You're not tired? You ain't ready to go to bed? Well, my show is the place for you. Take a seat. And we have the hottest celebrity news. And speaking of hot, these nails, they're brighter than most celebrities' careers. Do you think all of my looks are great and you ain't seen nothing yet? You come here just to see the looks and what I'm wearing, honey. I'm gonna deliver the whole magazine. The biggest news this week, apparently J-Lo's dating history is longer than my manicure. Seriously, how does she keep up? Apparently Celebrity X and Celebrity Y broke up over NFTs. I know, tragic. Who knew digital monkeys could ruin a relationship? Drama this week is intense. I asked for the hottest looks in fashion news, and now I'm literally wearing the headlines. Watch my show Late Nights with me, Naomi, on Saturdays.
This is the best soda ever! Naomi Cola.
We are back from the commercials now, and let's pick up where we left off. A pro-Iranian and pro-Palestinian hacking group claims it breached an email account belonging to FBI Director Kay Patel.
Look who I hacked.
The group said they accessed Patel's personal email and published what appeared to be photographs of him, as well as work and travel documents.
We need to post this on a public server so everybody can see it.
The FBI said it had taken all necessary steps to potential risks and that no government information was involved.
We do all necessary steps for any risk, and we're checking if any government information has been leaked. That's all what I can give so far.
Lawyers representing Fulton County, Georgia, asked a court to order the FBI to return 2020 election ballots and other records seized in a late January raid.
Your Honor, the FBI must be compelled to return the 2020 documents improperly seized during the late January raid.
FBI agents serving a criminal warrant took more than 650 boxes of 2020 documents from a warehouse near Atlanta.
We have a warrant to get in here and take everything you have.
JD lawyers said they were cooperative and had provided the county with digital copies of everything taken.
Make sure you make copies of everything.
Fulton County has been at the center of the pumpkin's false claims that the 2020 picking was stolen.
I know they stole the picking. I know people like me because I like me, and I'm the greatest ever.
Austria is now the latest nation to draw up sweeping social media restrictions for young people. The nation agreed in to ban social media for children under 14.
We have to consider the impact on their developing brains. A ban until 14 seems necessary.
But outright bans,
A high-tech methods of age verification would be employed. Officials said legislation will be drafted by the end of June. The risks associated with excessive social media use range from low self-esteem and addictive behavior to the way of cyberbullying. Which is to say mobbing, loneliness, and in the most tragic cases, even unalive yourself. What we wouldn't tolerate in person, we shouldn't accept in the digital world either.
All kids need to learn what is real and what is not real.
They need to learn it is okay to make mistakes instead of accepting defeat.
The Austrian government also plans to teach media literacy and dealing with artificial intelligence in schools.
We must prioritize ethical design to prevent misuse.
But how do we define misuse across different cultures?
That is exactly what these frameworks address.
In 2024, Australia passed the first social media ban for children under 16. Since then, France, Spain, Denmark, and other nations have announced plans of their own. And now it is time for the weather with my mum, the weather girl. Let's hope she has some nice spring/summer weather for us.
Hey everyone, it's me, the weather girl, and I'm here to bring you guys the weather this week, and let's hope it is nice and sunny.
Let's start with the U.S. and go around the world. A major storm system is tracking across the central and eastern U.S.
With over 100 million people from the Northeast to the Gulf Coast facing threats of damaging winds, large hail, and potential tornadoes. Late season snow and ice are impacting the northern plains, upper Midwest, and New England. In Hawaii, catastrophic flash flooding, some of the worst in 20 years, has triggered mass evacuations and rescues on Oahu and Maui.
We have to get higher.
Help us up here.
Parts of the western U.S. and southwest are under heat alerts as record-breaking temperatures hit for the month of March. In Asia, countries like Thailand, Laos, and Vietnam are enduring a brutal heat event. Luang Prabang, Laos reached a historic 110.3 Fahrenheit. Tokyo, Japan scored into the low 80s, what is setting a new record for March.
It's perfect weather for this.
Definitely. Should we get some takoyaki over there?
A rare sight was seen when a tornado was ripping through rice fields and villages in West Java, Indonesia. Heavy rains have triggered flooding and landslides in Afghanistan and Pakistan, resulting in at least 45 fatalities over the past week. A deep Arctic plunge is bringing wintry conditions and freezing temperatures to France, Croatia, and the Balkans. In Russia, authorities in Dagestan declared a state of emergency after heavy rainfall led to widespread flooding and power cuts for over 300,000 people.
Внимание! Чрезвычайная ситуация. Немедленно покиньте опасную зону. Всем гражданам пройти в убежище или на пункты эвакуации.
In Australia, tropical cyclone Narelle recently made landfall in the Northern Territory with destructive winds and flooding after battering the northeast coast. In southern Africa, some regions are facing the worst drought in a century. Mozambique and Madagascar are recovering from the impacts of cyclones Filippo and Gamane.
We have enough supplies for everyone today.
That is wonderful news. Thank you.
Let us rebuild stronger than before.
That was all the weather news that I have for this week. I go back to my dogs, dolls, and teddy bears, and I will see you guys next week. Now back to you, Jay. Doei doei.
Thank you, Mum, for doing the weather for us, and I hope you have a safe trip home, and I hope you can at least enjoy the sun a little bit. This was all the morning news with Jay for this week. I'll see you all next week with a whole new morning news with Jay.
That's Jay from the morning news. Woo.
Hey, Bill. Hey, Anne.
Hey. Hey, Jay.
You need to stop talking about me, bad-talking me. I'm a president.
Move out my way, Orange Pumpkin. I have real news to broadcast instead of throwing a temper tantrum because you don't get what you want. This news anchor was mean to me. I want him deported.
We can't. He is already in his own country.
This is not fair.
If you like the news in a form like this, then come and check me out on the neomitv channel on YouTube, and I will see you there with a lot more news. Click the link below. See you all soon.